Well, hello, big beautiful world. Apologies first up for being a bit snotty. I've had a massive flu for the past 6 weeks, so if it comes across as a little nasal, forgive me, please. Now, today I've got something real special. Not the least of which is these Antarctic, I want to call them emperor penguins. They don't look like the little penguins we get off here off the south coast of Victoria. And they are very cute, and we're getting a little ahistorical. We're taking up the famous Arctic bird expedition. Bird expedition. Fokker 7, I believe it is. And as you can see, the Josephine forward. Now, why are we taking up the Fokker? Well, a number of things. Two things. One is the ahistorical fact that we should not see those little critters down here in the Antarctic, where we really are. However, I don't have the Floyd Bennett, which is a Ford Trimotor that bird flew down here for a number of expeditions to get to the South Pole and a few others besides. Now, what is this preamble for? Besides the little pupper as well. Hello, little puppy dog. Indeed. So we are going to take a bit of a walk around. This is a very special moment for me. Not that I shill for anyone, but I've been asked to review the brilliant Little America base for Antarctica, and from Dead Reckoning simulations. And I've had a look around, and it's just a joy. Set in 1929. Not only do you get the Little America base, but there are a number of QR codes around the way. I haven't found any. I haven't gone looking yet, so this is a bit of a first for all of us. So there we go. We get the Tingoose. Is it the fleet? Oh, and you get these. So how cool is this? Now, I haven't done this, and I really should, so forgive me while I do this. I'm not going to reveal what it is. If you go for it, and if it's your bag, then all the better. Okay, this is very, very cool indeed. There we go. So it gives you something on the Tingoose itself, the Ford Trimotor. Now, they're scattered throughout the landscapes because there are 8 fuel dumps. There's the historic recreation of the bird expedition, which there is some contention around, I know, and all the rest of it. But that being said, it's a joy to have this. We had the Rothera add-on scenery, I think, down here in Antarctica, and that was the only one for a long, long time, as I recall. So it's going to be interesting. We can go in here. You've got to be kidding. How beautiful is this? So, yep, we are going to go for a walk around before we head for flight. Now, a few other things about how this is cool. It's like a World War II shooter. I love it. Go the FPS factor. As you saw for yourself, you get the QR codes, bonuses, to look around at the different sites, but you also get a number of adventures in the same way that we used to get the mission adventures in MSFS2020, sorry. And that's what I'll be doing today. We're going to go up, I think it's the New York, Steamship New York, which was the ship that took Bird down here, I believe. Could be wrong. But all of that stuff is for you to go and find out for yourself and have a bit of a lark with. All I know is that this is jolly impressive. Jolly impressive. Now we had, there we go, the Guardians. Hello, little Guardians. Can we get in there? No. There we go, though. But we've got the blurb. Okay. This is what I mean. It really looks like the Dead Reckoning simulations crew have gone to town on this. Right up to and including the old half track. Early half track, which, oh, what? So you do, you get the QR code on this as well. Okay, that's for another time. Suffice to say, and another one, beautiful. Lovely amount. So if you're a bit of an Easter egg junkie, and most of us are, oh, little papa, then it's well worth getting. I think by the time you see this video, it'll have entered the market. My guess is it'll be around the 30 Oz mark, maybe $30 to $40 Oz mark. More likely 30, as scenery tends to be. That being said, I'm not sure when it's going to hit the market, but it is a lot of fun. Now, I will, for the sake of the adventure, oh, look at me, more. Oh, the rooted puppies, excellent. No, the rooted penguins. Must admit, I go into a childlike voice when I talk about penguins and dogs, because I'm a sucker for them, and cats and lizards and snakes and wall puppies. Now, I've been talking, I forget where my aircraft is, so I'm going to imagine it's going to be this puppy over here. So we'll take up the Josephine forward, and I'm going to, as I started mentioning, we're going to just do a Control R, start her all up, because I think the 2020 port of the tri-motor proved a bit of a problem for me, even with Control R. So I'm just going to hop in, hop it in, set myself up. Now this is technically a lot easier to roll out than the tri-motor, but it's more about the adventure today. Fantastic. So I hope you're all doing very well indeed. I have actually had a couple of false starts. I've recorded a couple of videos, but I haven't posted them. For some reason, YouTube did not like them. So, I know not why. Oh, I've got to give her a bit of throttle now. If I come off, there we go. There we go, up out of the rise. This so reminds me of an old favourite war game of mine. It was let's have a look. Let's try and get some turning in. It's probably going to be easier said than done. Yeah. So, can we? Oh. You know what? We might, due to constraints of should have taken up the Cessna. I think the station, is it the Skywagon? Actually has, well, we're away before we hit the water, and that's what counts, isn't it? Now we're going to follow the bay north, but before we do that, we're going to circle over the area to have a look at it. And familiarise ourselves with it. So doubtless at that extent we would have hit a crevasse or a ravine. There's, I forget the aviator's name. No, not the aviator. Yeah, I think it was Boyd, the photographer. Mawson's photographer at that, who took some amazing shots down here of the Ross Island, around the Ross Island Sound, and Mawson's base. Let's give ourselves a bit of height. And get a look and feel. You've got your two major airports. You've got, I think it's 2 and... Actually, they'll be similar patterns. No, 2/220. But also another secondary shorter runway down here. So, hopefully, you can hear me as I mumble more to myself than to you guys. but this is fantastic. It's the amount of care that Banlieth and the team have put into this. As I said, I'm no shill for anyone, but I'm a sucker for these adventures. And my heart is racing thinking how they must have felt around this time to fly these literally old tin cans, and I've no idea how long this adventure is going to take, so might have to do some creative editing. We're just going to follow the bay along for the New York and swing it for that RPM around. Okay, engine gauge, we're looking healthy on everything, I think. We want to stay nice and low, and it's a good day for it because we're looking for a boat, and then after that we're looking for a couple of crew members on an ice floe. So like I said, you get a number of adventures with it, which is great. You get a wonderful PDF, very much of the era. It feels fantastic, and a number of really cool adventures. We'll get a screenshot. Very, very sweet. It's not often, in fact it's very rare. I haven't taken up one of the tri-motors since, I'd venture to say 3 or 4 years. So it's kind of good to be reacquainting myself with this. Now, like I said, I could have gone through the motions and started this properly, but I've tried the tri-motor, and I dare say this, what have we got? What are we seeing? I'm wondering if this isn't our New York. Yeah, and I figured this is more in keeping with it, even though technically it was used in the Arctic expedition. There she is. So now we're on the lookout for a couple of little figures. Ah, brilliant. Just going to keep our eyes out. To see what we can see. We've got to be guarded with the speed. We'll do a run along, and it's probably going to take better eyesight than mine. But this is lovely. This is just the sense of adventure I've been waiting to rekindle. Oh, am I seeing something there? Hang on, what's that? Are we looking for distinct ice flows? That is the question. This is the question. Oh. Darn good question. It's really more like flying a chopper, because you're just constantly referencing, you're not really monitoring anything. How low and slow can we get? I think that's our boys, isn't it? How do we get you though? And that's the question. How do I get you without stalling? I certainly can't reclaim you from the sea. Oh. Or are we just seeing penguins? This is a darned good question. Darn good question indeed. Now, we're going to get up here, just to this little inlet, and then we'll double back, I think. Ah, look. Look, we've got no. How hard would this dig have been? Absolutely phenomenal. You hear my partner coughing in the background. We're coughing in unison these days, trying to work up a symphony of mucus. Now it does specify there towards the ice flow, so I'm guessing that at the rate that we've got it, it should be blinking close now. See, to me this is really cool because there's a lot, obviously, that we all, not so much me because I don't really use it, but I understand from the Reddit threads there's a lot of the whole contention about the gamifying of MS2024, and I know it's a brave new world, you know, we've just got to get used to it. It's consoler, and to get everybody in this new generation, bring around a bit decently enough, we want to, you've got to have some, us old cats who just love the old, adventures without, it's evident that by the career mode itself that was such a wise move, but there's a lot of folk who just want, you know, for me, like this whole like the old shit, what were they called? I forget what they were called, that we all lived on, you know, from Breckenridge to Mariposa, etc., etc. Had a brain snap. Now, keeping an eye out, trying to bring it slower down reasonably well. Let's assume that the ice flows are actually leapable, that our lost crew members are actually just to speed up on the tour, are actually, like I said, near the main, somewhat landlocked, where we can land and pick them up. If not, we're just going to head back to base and say we think we saw them, and lie a bit, and leave them out there to freeze to death, because we have an evil, dark, horrible sense of humour, and that's just how we do it. So here's our boat. Now one of the tells, as I understand it, is that oh man, I'm so going to explore all these missions and stuff, and I will do the flight to the South Pole, because yeah, like I said, it's exactly the kind of thing we've been looking for. I've been looking for anyway. Okay, so there's our boat. Can't waggle yet, because we haven't found them as yet. But I imagine we're going to take another quick run up there, see if we can spot them slightly inland, and if not, then we'll head back to base, go and grab a cover, then I'll rinse and repeat until I find them without you guys on board, because I can't go when you're watching. That being said, so this is lovely, yeah, so this is from Dead Reckoning Simulations. I'm not sure when it will hit the markets, I imagine very shortly. I'm honoured to have been given a copy, that's for sure. And I'm sorry if I can't do it justice at this point, but I did show you a couple of things on it and the fun that can be had. And we want to keep near the ice flows. My guess is, yeah, so one of the tells is, in case I didn't finish that sentence before, as so often happens, smoke signals. Somebody will have started a fire, so that is generally the indicator that we're looking for, I believe. I don't imagine they'd be on a broken ice floe. That would just be, that'd be horrible. That'd just be sadistic to do that to us flight simmers. It's just wonderful to do these low and slows. How cool is so? I understand RK Apps have released the newest flight sim FS Realistic, which is fantastic. FS Realistic Plus, they're calling it. And curiously, you can't swing it without the Parallel 42's, I think it's chase planes, so I'll have to get those next paycheck, I think, and we'll swing it out from there. That's very cool. The Dragon Rapide, of course, is released. I've yet to take that for a flight. I purchased it because, well, to have one. And, oh, I'm seeing something. Clown. We just didn't go far enough. Okay. Bringing her in nice and slow. There we go. This has got to be it. Yeah, so there's been some cool releases. Red Wing appears to have dropped, like, simply opened up a couple more things if you've already got the Red Wing products. Not as updates, but just they've released them for streaming, which is super cool. I could be imagining that, but that's how I figure it. And by golly, the other thing that I did record was something that I'd overlooked, the Cockspur Tipsy Bee, which is absolutely beautiful in 2024. Absolutely a delight to fly. And I'm going to have to sneeze, so excuse me. Yeah. Well, this certainly looks like something, gang. Is it just an outcrop? Excuse me, please. Could well be. Because if this was the case, it'd be a heck of a way for our guys to get lost. But, you know, years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, I started co-writing a feature film script for Mawson's expedition. So I can safely attest that even the shortest distance looks like a long time, and the longest distance looks like a short time once you're on the snow. From reading the exploits and the respective archival stuff that we came across. No, it's just a ridge line we seem to have caught ourselves on. Alright. Open up some throttle, get up here to the predominant landmass, and then we'll just head back. But all of that being said, it's there is something special. The Rothera scenery was really good, but again, this is ideal because you get the narrative up, you get the story, and that's super lovely. And I'm a sucker for that, as you cats know. And in fact, I keep hoping, possibly against hope, once in a while our hopes get raised that you know, the adventures will come back, the flight plan ones. So with a bit of luck, that may well be the case. We shall see. There's a lot of clacking about because I'm extremely close to the computer table at the moment, and I know not why. Yeah, I think we'd have found our guys if this were the case. So just open up the throttle, bring her around, head back. Yeah, but the Tipsy B is a surprisingly excellent aircraft, and I'm kind of sad because I like the Cockspur stuff, and I'm a little angry with myself that I haven't missed it. But that's just how we do some days. And I will do a video of it because I really like it. Same with the Dragon Rapide, because I'm bound to love that. A lot of people, I get it, they don't like the flight replica stuff, to find it over simplistic or whatever. I adore it because I just get the aircraft that I want, and I've been waiting for. Rara Arvis, the other crew that do it, Red Wings, the other crew that do it, etc, etc. It's just dropping names now, but these are the sorts of things that I much admire and much look forward to burtling about in the simulator. And it's my sense of doing something, where the career stuff I've tended to get a bit bored with. Just a lousy capital, quite literally a lousy capitalist. I'm really shit at that sort of thing. But is it significant, this crevasse, in some way? Coming off the throat there. I'm just going to bring around 1600 mark and watch. There we go, nice and low. Not seeing any figures. Nothing untoward on the skyline, so we're just going to make our way straight back there and see what's off in the distance. Bring her up a bit. Let her come over. And look, let's face it, it's a good day to be flying around the Antarctic, because why not? Why not? We've got penguins, we've got doggies, we're laughing. Now, I'm not sure if they would have been huskies. I guess they must have been Malamutes huskies. So this could have been one I missed. Up ahead here, this little speck on the horizon. If I'm hoping you cats have checked out some of the trailers for FS Realistic Pro. It looks really good. They've introduced binoculars and stuff like that, so you don't feel like you're arbitrarily zooming in and out by the look of things. I could be wrong, but that's how it appears to me. Anything of note? Anything of note? Let's grab another postcard because it looks freaking cool. Yeah, I do apologise for the ahistorical component, but it's look, it's close enough. Let's face it, it's quite cool. It's close enough. It's all bird, and that's pretty cool. So this is where we start to get the brake up. So even if we find it's going to be a bit risky if we're out on the flow, but it's just how we do, isn't it? You've got to risk your life for something. May as well be fun. So bloody snuffly. Annoys the crap out of me. So what have you cats been up to? Anything exciting? Anything good? So like I said, with this you get the fuel depots. I believe you get some good links from good add-ons. You get the celestial navigator, CellNav, and you get driftometer and one other. A couple of them are external load-ins, but just having a look. This feels like the kind of place where you might lose a couple of small people, doesn't it? Very small humans. keep her along the flow line because they wouldn't have made their way inland. They're not that crazy. Yeah, so you get, there's a couple of add-ons you can add for the immersion factor. But I myself, like I said, I'm just VFRing like the tourist that I so often am. Just trying to keep an eye on it all. If I don't find them, I shall live to fight another day. That's for sure. Rather than take up all your time. All your time. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing I'd buy, and I would gladly purchase this in a heartbeat. It's good fun. It's got all the stuff I look forward to. It's the immersion factor of the era. So even though I haven't experienced any joy in even closing at this one simple mission, I will persist now because this is the sort of thing I love to sink my teeth into. So I've got the Huskies. Maybe I just need to RTFM again to ensure that I'm doing it right. But I shall do that out of earshot so you don't hear my screaming of ignominious failure. And the gnashing of teeth and the renting of garments and so on and so forth. But I forgot how sexy these beasts are. They're good looking beastie in their way and colourful as heck. And of course a stark reminder that out here in the desert, out here in the snow line, as with every other place, when you've got this unrelenting landscape where one moment blends into the next, you really do have to bring your skills to bear, whatever skills you have to bear, just to stay in the air, just to make sense of it all. So that's again why I love this period of aviation. It was so exploratory, it was so filled with the Hugheses and the Earharts and the Birds and the Lindberghs and whatever failings these people might have experienced as humans. I will always contend it doesn't detract with the historically remarkable events that they helped create. I really should bring it up a bit, shouldn't I? So we've got a bit of altitude. Now, what does our Right, I think I'm going to simply. We do effectively have the two. Well, actually, no, maybe not. Let's try and play it by the book a little bit, not be too cowboyish. I mean, after all, they did create these things for a reason, didn't they? Oh man. I love this simulator. Always my famous last words. We're just going to come in north of the crevasse line. And, gently bring it down, I think. Might be the best bet. RPM, RPM. Yeah, so there's the whole. Actually, there's some really good stuff coming out on the sim. What was I reading about? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. There's the usual stuff that just isn't my bag, dross good or otherwise. But this is the sort of stuff that keeps me coming back for more, I must confess. Ah, so snuffly. Makes a crack out of me so much. Alright, so on the rise. We're going to bring her around. Let's see if we can. I don't think we even have flaps to work with, do we? So we are bringing her in halfway along the field, which is not the smartest move, but you know, that's what we got, because I'm a bit of a boof. There we go. Oh, shocking. But I figure we've got skis, so we can afford to cowboy it just that little bit. Come on, bub. Oh, I'm going to go with it. So let that be a lesson to us all, shall we? Let me hop out. Actually, let's guide it back. Yeah. See if we can. Let's get it back in. I'm going to do the third person, because that was utterly atrocious. Now, as we see, we really don't have a lot of control over the runways. But that being control over the steering. But that being said, we do have kind of limited steering. I actually joined it by the throttle. I didn't realise I'd actually set up the twist throttle. In fact, I've forgotten I even have a twist throttle. There you go. Live and learn. So this is it. This is the Dead Reckoning Simulations. Little America scenery for the Antarctica. And it's a lot of fun. I'm already having a blast. If you're asking me, I might say sure, if you're into this stuff, grab it in a heartbeat, mate. It's a no-brainer. Come on, kiddo. Come on, Bubba. Let's get you home safe and sound. Oh my gosh. Shameful. Shameful flying liar. But, look, I'm having fun. And I hope you did too. And on that note, let's pull back. Oh, look at that. I think 2 out of 2 is going to be enough. Look, big beautiful world, I had a fun. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. Please feel free to laugh now. See you later. Bye.